What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sun, back at it again with
Jay, like we never left.
Yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about
Planet with my dick.
with the WITH, not a WIDTH. It's the one about the cat mecha robot, outer space people.
Yes.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Power Ranger with a twist.
With a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I'm the hostage, I'm really energetic about this anime.
He's into some weird stuff, but we're not here to judge his life choices. We're here to talk about anime, TV shows, and whatever we feel like. And today on R3.
Yeah, and you can judge me in the comment section if you like.
He's touching himself while he says that,
please,
by the way.
Please.
It's really weird.
Please.
He's right next to me. He's touching himself and he's rubbing himself. I feel really uncomfortable. Anyway, Planet with episode 1 starts off with our main character waking up from a hot, wet dream, whatever the case is. He saw people burning and he's excited about it, I guess. Whatever the case is, his maid shows up in his room and is like, yo, it's time to eat. And he's like, cool, we got some meat? She's like, no. I'm like, oh. Anyway, so they go to eat. Katzen says like, hey, I have human teeth. Let me eat this lettuce. Really weird. Have y'all ever seen any creature that isn't a human with human teeth?
No.
That is the most terrifying thing. We're going to throw up some images. Y'all get to see this. It's creepy.
I apologize in advance.
I don't. Y'all need to learn by pain. Live with it and learn with it. Whatever. Anyway, so the episode continues out with him leaving the house, and then he meets up with the class rep. She's like, how have you been? He's like, I'm good. Who are you? She's like, oh, you don't know my name yet? He's like, no, I don't. Then he leaves. So he goes to school after that. School happens, he's bored, it's time for lunch all of a sudden. There's no real transition, it just happens. And he's like, there's no meat in this tray. Give me some freaking meat. And that happens. And then class rep is like, hey, I've got some meat. And he's all like, glasses, some my dick. Anyway, that happens. And so she's like, I have some meat for you, but it's tofu meat. And he's like, I'm so happy though. But he's like, it's not real meat. And then she's like, yeah, thank you, glasses. So she's like, that's not my name. My name is Takamaga Manigma. Takamaga Manigma. Anyway, so Takahaka Manigma shows up. She's like, yo, man, why you acting the way you act? And he's like, I don't know. I've got amnesia. I'm a protagonist. She's like, you're a protagonist? I sit by the window. You're right. He's like, you're right. So that happens. She's like, I have amnesia too. And he's like, I'm so sorry. But he's like, it's cool. I don't know the strangers. They just live in my house. I live with some weirdos now. Anyway, that happens. Then all of a sudden, a little bear with hands everywhere where it shouldn't be, like it's a victim, shows up and is like, yo, give me a hug. Care Bears on crack or something. I don't know. So that happens. And they're like, yo, I want to see Care Bears on crack. He's like, no, that show got canceled like Spider-Man Live for a reason. People got hurt. So that happens. They leave the room. The Japan Special Defense Force shows up. And they're like, yo, we got to stop this thing with our missiles made out of cotton. That happens. So they didn't work. And then like a weird pulsating beam or spear of light shows up. And he's like, yo, man, I got to go see my daughter, my dog, and my wife because I got to go home. And they're like, what? I just got to go home. Because House is there. It's on TV right now. There's a special. Like, who doesn't like House or Scrubs? Anyway, that happens. So that happens in the episode. Then the Power Rangers show up. Power Rangers are like, yo, we got to break dance on these haters and transform into our mecha god forms to fight the giant Care Bear monster type of the week thing. The Power Rangers, pretty much. After that happens, the Power Rangers show up. They're like, Henshin and Go-Go, baby. Beautiful Joe reference. Then they transform, go off into the rainbow beams, fight the thing. Tiger Guy is, I guess, the leader, perceived as the leader in this episode. That happened. He's like, alright guys, I found its overly sized weak point. By the way, that thing is like a mile. That thing is so massive. Like, I found its weak point. Really now?
It's like a Death Star.
Wow. It's like a Death Star. Or what was another one? What was the next one? The Super Death Star?
Super Death Star.
The Super Death Star, where it's even just as obvious. Anyway, that happens. He goes inside. He has a whole like catharsis with his mom or something. He's like, I love you, Mom. Now I gotta break your face. So that happens, and he's like, alright, he's battle damaged for whatever reason when he destroys the giant cracked pedo bear. So that happens. He's like, alright guys, have a good day. Thanks for the job hours or whatever. Then they fly off in different directions. And then all of a sudden, main character Kun, who was hanging out until the gym until Cat Sensei and Maid Girl show up and tell him, yo, we got stuff to do. And he's like, cool. And she's like, cool. Like, cool. Then they both leave. And then, so him and Cat Sensei roll up on the guy like, yo man, you in the wrong neighborhood, dog. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's just down the street from the McDonald's. Like, no, it ain't. It's a Burger King alley. What you doing, cuz? Where your set at? He's like, well, I don't know my set. Like, what you rubbing your set though? It's Bloods. It's Crips only. You see all this blue? It's Crips. You don't want none of that. And so the Tiger guy's like, I don't want any of that. And then he's like, give me your money. And he's like, no, I don't have any money. Like, give me your necklace. He's like, grips his necklace, backs off. He's like, yo, we found his necklace. All right. And then the cat guy's like, hey, don't turn around. He's like, what? Don't turn around, man. I'm gonna eat you. Wait, Sensei, what do you mean? I'm gonna eat you. He turns around. Then the cat guy eats him. And he's like, I told you. And then they become Giant Cat, Black Power Ranger, Edgelord, Extreme, Catman, ZX Extreme Deluxe DLC. That happens, and then they start boxing, because you know how Cat Mechs and Cat Mechs box. It's extreme. It's extreme. Then one pulls out a giant hammer, because reasons. Not really explained, but that happens. And that happens, and he's like, yeah, man, your set sucks. And he took his magic powers, dust. And then he's like, yo, man, I remember everything. Now I'm going to kill you and all your friends. And he's like, that's exactly how it went.
Yeah. So for episode 2, I'm going to go ahead and head you guys off of that. Episode 2, we have the guy who just got beat up and his power taken. He's in a meeting with all these other Power Ranger Cat people. And there's the main actual leader that, he looks kind of like an executive boss. He's got the suit tie, and he's got weird hair, and he's got cat eyes. He looks kind of creepy. So they have their little meeting, and they decide that they're going to pair up from now on, since one of the characters just got his power taken. So then we go back to our main character, and he's skipping school. He's not going to school, and he's in the park. He's walking with some metal clogs. But before that, we had him in his house with the cat people, his maid, and his cat dad. And he says he hates them.
You mean Cat Williams?
Because he doesn't belong on Earth. Cat Williams. Because he doesn't belong on Earth for some reason. He's having an existential crisis. And he goes to the park with his metal clogs, and he's jogging and he's exercising because he says he wants to beat all the Cat Power Rangers really quickly, so that maybe he can leave Earth or something like that. And then the guy that he just beat in the previous episode, he comes running up into the park, and he's got some food, and he's eating their buns filled with meat, and he wants some meat. He loves some meat. So he hovers over him, looks at the meat, and he's like, "You want some?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, I want some." And every time he tries to eat the meat bun, he gets interrupted by this guy asking him questions, and he doesn't really want to answer him. He doesn't really fuck with him. So he's like, he runs away. And he tells him, hey man, you gotta get out of here. There's something going on. You gotta get out of here. So he's like, well, I gotta get out of here. So he doesn't know. And then he runs away, and then he's about to eat the meat bun. He eats it, and it's a bean bun instead. So then, we see a new UFO, and the UFO is this pig with human hands and feet. It's a pig with human hands and feet. Weird. But anyway, I digress. The Power Rangers, they fly up and they fight this new UFO led by this really short one. Looks like she's in middle school or something, I don't know. But she wants to prove herself to be strong or whatever. And she goes in, she finds the weak point of this pig with human hands and feet. And she has a vision of her friend who's on the same team. And she looks up to this person, and they're in karate clothes and they fight. So they fight, and they're flipping and laughing and talking, and then she remembers that it's a vision, it's not real, so she breaks it, and boom, the UFO pig human hand feet creature thing gets exploded. And so they go back down to the Earth, and after that, they get jumped by our main character. The main character sees them, and they have a 2-on-1 fight. She does a Sonic the Hedgehog move. One of them does a Sonic the Hedgehog move. Looks pretty cool. But he uppercuts him, knocks the girl out of her power suit, the one that we just saw that was leading the charge. And the maid comes and takes the Stardust, and they go away. And after that, he gets jumped by all the rest of the Power Rangers. They were waiting for him. And our main boss guy, he says checkmate. And that's episode 2. So, Jay.
So episode 3 happens, and he's like, yo man, you guys gonna jump a nigga? And he's like, yes, you will. Police brutality. Right there. It's IRL right there. Anyway, so that happens. He starts boxing all them guys. It's bad. It's one-sided. They have to leave. the cat guy's like, yo, let me call my spaceship, and it's a giant version of him. Because why would you not want to ride yourself? I'd ride me.
Cat ate a cat.
I'd ride me all day.
I believe it.
Screw you. Anyway, so that happens. They get in the spaceship. He's having a weird lucid dream type thing where he's trying to eat some meat. Yeah, that sounds really weird out of context. Anyway, he's trying to eat a chicken leg. And while that's happening, him and the cat sensei and a dog guy are like, yo, man, you can't.
Talking. Actual human words.
Like, there's voices. And they're like, yo, you can't do this. You can't do that. Yada, 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 yada. Wakes up. He's all like, yo, guys, I'm sorry for being a dick. I gotta go back to school, too. I was being angry. He's like, it's cool. It's cool. So he goes back to school and he meets Takamaga Manakana, and she's all like, yo, man, you gotta join our club. He's like, what club? The occult club. Y'all study occults and that's more like sci-fi. So that happens. He joins the sci-fi club. Then he meets Pretty McBoy, not main character, but could be a main character in another show. He shows up and is like, yo, man, I'm actually just a bum who hangs out in a high school uniform. And like, cool. And then more things happen, and then they go back to hanging out. And then another toy monster shows up, and they're like, yo, man, we gotta go stop this toy monster thingy-majig. So that happens. And so Bear Girl and new best friend from the occult club, like, we got it this time, because there's 2 giant weak spots in the back of its body. It's like in the same spot. Like, yeah, 3 of us. Yeah. That's weird. Anyway, that happens. They fly in there. Bear Girl has a little, like, catharsis, like, I've come to my own self-evaluation. I'm loved, and she's also probably gay. So that happens. And then other dude, like, he's like, we're good now, except, like, pretty fanboy club guy. He's like, I'm not good, guys. I'm dying. I'm falling and dying. And then the episode cuts there. Yeah. So that's episode 1 through 3 of Planet With. Me and Son, I think, have both enjoyed it. Would you say you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's really a weird experience when you go in, but I think that we can expect to see some really good things out of this anime. Who is this by and what does the guy have to offer? I don't really know, but I know that it works.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the author's name because we've seen enough death today. So, but it's personally, I'm a fan of his work because I've seen 3 of his books already. I've read 3 of his mangas. Right. Lucifer the Mystic Hammer and like Spirit Ring, and I forget the other one, but the other one's like a Nine Tails thing where like this guy's traveling with his half sister. It's really cool. All 3 of them are really good books, honestly. They're really good metaphysical, like deep introspective type books. And if you read them, it's like oh, you never really know who's a good guy, who's a bad guy, or like you think things are gonna go one way, then like no, yeah, it's whole. Like, they put the gun on the wall, they leave it there, they let some dust go on the gun, but then they pick it up, you're like, why did you pick up the gun? And then they're like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot
Somebody
you.
who picks up the gun you didn't expect.
Exactly. And it's really great, and I recommend this show to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I trust the author, I trust the writer, I believe he'll do great stuff. This is his first TV anime.
Yeah.
He should have had more, honestly, for his other series, but I don't.
It's ongoing, too.
It is
It's ongoing.
Sure. Anyway, so that happens. And so, yeah, me and Son would rate it as a binge it. We're going to continue to watch the show.
Yeah.
And I guess towards the end of it, we might come back and review it. Because this is an ongoing show at the moment.
Right.
So, yeah. We kept saying yeah at the same time. That was really weird.
Yeah,
what? We didn't plan that. Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Bye.